What's up, Sunday fams? Welcome back to another video. We have some mind-blowing theories for Sisyphus. Okay, I'm confused. Like, this show just came out of nowhere. There's just so many K-dramas coming out right now. But Sisyphus The Myth, like, of course, it's from the Greek mythology. Like, you know a lot about it, so why don't you introduce the myth?
The myth of Sisyphus is about the god Sisyphus who has to roll the boulder up the hill, and the boulder constantly rolls back down. He's got to repeat the process, and he's cursed for the rest of time to do just that.
It's a repeat over and over again, and it's really a symbolization, not symbolization, but it's a symbol of the pursuit of life of itself, right? There's been a bunch of essays that's been written about it, but really it's the absurdity of life, the questions, asking those questions that can't be answered because the pursuit of life is forever. And so that has got something to do with the title, with the show.
You'd think, right?
Right?
I mean, but we don't know. We don't know from these first two episodes. You know, it's very much in the air. It's easy to say just based on these two episodes that we don't know what's going on. We just know that this girl Kang So-hye is going through a portal, and she arrives in a time that appears to be before that time.
Exactly.
It sounds convoluted as I say it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, at a glance, she's the Sarah Connor. Or, I mean, at a glance, it's like Terminator meets Tony Stark. Well, Han Tae-sol is the Tony Stark genius who's kind of, I guess, created something that leads to the destruction or the dystopian version of South Korea in the future. And Kang So-hye is like, not really Sarah Connor, but the Michael Biehn character of Terminator, where she has to go back in time to try to prevent this catastrophe from happening. Now,
there's a certain outlier here that is just throwing me for a loop, and that's the fact that she is also a fish out of water. Like, she's not going back in time. She's tasting things. She doesn't know how to eat a banana. So it's not like, you know, your normal time travel where you just go back in time. You're familiar with that time, right? But there's elements here that's confusing me. She knows. She has foresight with what's going to happen with lottery numbers, but she also has no idea what she's eating, and it's throwing me for a loop.
That is throwing me for a loop, but like maybe that's just, you know, that's just a side effect from the time travel.
It could be,
you know, that's what I'm throwing it as. Like you're all like nauseous. You're being chased by mysterious villains. But I think with the theory that I have in mind right now, like I mean, pairing it up with the Greek mythology, there's this constant cycle. So what if Han Tae-sol has actually discovered immortality of some sort? You know, he's an engineer and he's created some kind of machine or some kind of device that has kind of opened up a portal, or like he's just figured out a way to like jump into these holes into the future, back into the past. And he's created this rift, this ripple effect of all of these people that's being affected in the future, and they keep sending them back to try to fix it. And it's just this constant cycle where Han Tae-sol is messing up with the time loop, but nothing changes. The future is still shitty.
I mean, that's a great theory, and it's very plausible, but I think the crux of the show has to do with the breaking of the cycle, right? I think at the end of the day, we're not gonna sit through 14, 16 episodes of them just to end back up to episode 1. So yeah, I mean, it's a very plausible theory. I think it's part of what's happening, but at the same time, in order to understand fully what we're dealing with, we have to figure out who the Control Bureau is and what their role is in all of this. Are they also time cops? And I say time cops. Are they also managing time? Are they there to prevent people from traveling back in time and messing with things? I don't know. Right now, they're just the Immigration Control Bureau.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, they're like the T-1000s being sent back in time to kill John Connor, you know? Like, I think that they're from the future. They're placed, you know, back in the present time to make sure that nothing messes anything up. You know, that's just my theory, because like maybe they don't want anything to change in the future. We don't know anything too much about the future yet, whether, you know, it's dystopian, poor and weak, all left to fend for themselves, and then there's this like, you know, Elysium that the rich and powerful are enjoying their lives. But we don't know that yet. We just need to see more.
Absolutely. And I think the Control Bureau, in and of themselves, are the very boulder in this story, I guess. And I just want to give a small shout out to Park Shin-hye, who is killing it right now with Netflix in particular, with Call, with #Alive, and now with this show. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing a lot more of her with Netflix's K-dramas.
I love her. She's just so beautiful. We were introduced to her with Memories of the Alhambra. And yeah, like you said, she's killing it. And I love seeing her in this kind of like femme fatale kind of version, right? Like she's kicking butt.
Yeah, she
like
is.
when the Control Bureau came in through, like, you know, when they came in and tried to take her, it was just like one long shot after the next. It was really well shot.
It was a great one shot. But in any case, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments section down below. That'll do it for our first impressions of Sisyphus. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos from us. Hit the bell notification so you know when we post new videos. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.